Hi, welcome back to Another Year Bolder. My name is Jamie. I'm on a 100+ pound weight loss journey. I'm also on a journey to get fit, get healthy, feel better, live better, and just be better in general. I'm just ending week 17, so I'm currently in week 18, which is almost over actually. I did lose another pound week 17, so I'm going to go over all of those results and then kind of tell you everything that happened this week, because there was quite a few things that happened that might change my results for week 18 once that one comes out. But let's go over the weight loss and where I am, where I started, things like that. So I started on August 2nd, 2025. My glucose was 141. My weight was 314 pounds. My BMI was 62, and my waist was 55 inches. Now for the current date, when I weighed in and checked everything, it was November 29th, 25. My glucose dropped to 121, which dropped it down 20 points. My weight dropped down to 290, so it means I've lost 24 pounds. My BMI is 57, and I've lost 5 points there. And my waist is 52 inches, so I've lost 3 inches. I am losing weight slow and steady, and that's okay because, I'm in my late 40s. I have endometriosis, I'm premenopausal, so everything kind of contributes to my weight loss. And now that I'm older, it has slowed down quite a bit. But I'm happy. I'm getting 1 to 3 pound weight loss every week. Super ecstatic about that. I have had a few plateaus, and I can tell you when I have the plateaus, they're I always say 99.99% my fault, but really it's 100% my fault when I have a weight loss plateau. And the reason why I say it's my fault when I have a weight loss plateau, because I know either I didn't drink enough water, I had too high of calorie soda drinks throughout the week, ate too many fast carbs, or skipped too many meals. So I definitely know. That's why I keep a food journal. And then I also post what I eat at the end of every video, weekly video that I do with my results. So there'll be the update on this video here. But I can go back and look at it and see exactly what I did wrong and why I gained the weight. Now I just want to talk about what happened earlier this week and why I feel next week will be a little bit different with my weight loss and why I might not lose anything or not really sure what the results will be. So it was Monday night. I've talked about this, I think, in the last video. I've been feeling really off and kind of dizzy lately. And I saw my doctor and he just said it was my vertigo. Well, Monday night I got really, really dizzy. My husband said I looked really, really pale. My lips were going numb. He said I was drooling. So he brought me to the hospital, the emergency room, because it was late at night. And we went in there. They checked everything. They made sure I didn't have any brain clots or heart blood clots, anything like that anywhere. They checked for a stroke. They checked for a heart attack. They checked everything. And as every doctor always tells me, and thank God for this, you're perfectly healthy. You just need to lose some weight. And I'm like, yep, I know that. And that's why I am working on it. So they did prescribe me some medication for the dizziness. And whenever a dizzy spell hits, I can take the medication. And I did have another one hit me yesterday. So I did take that medication. And this is why this video was really hard to make. The medication makes me really, really sleepy, like so sleepy that even after I sleep for 8+ hours, I still feel like I need to sleep more. So that was my first time taking it. Don't love medications. Not sure if I'm going to continue taking it or not. I guess if it gets really bad like it did Monday night, I'll definitely take it if it's at that level. But if it's at a level where, I'd be okay. I probably won't take it because I really don't like taking medicines. They did say, though, whenever I first arrived at the hospital that I had hypertension. My blood pressure was really high. And I contribute that to, I was anxious about feeling the way I was feeling. And I was anxious about, I had 5 or 6 people working on me at one time, like putting an IV in, one doing my blood pressure. One, I had to have a COVID test and what's it called? Oh my goodness, a strep throat test. So I had people all over me, which was making me very anxious. But eventually, as soon as they all backed off and I dropped down to like 1 or 2 people, my blood pressure lowered back down to normal. So they weren't concerned with that anymore. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you what I went through Monday night. And then, as you know, if you've been following along, my husband has fractured his knee. He's been in physical therapy. He is able to drive now. It's not the knee that he uses for the clutch or anything like that. It's his other knee, but because he had to keep that knee completely straight, he wasn't able to bend it to sit in the front seat. So he hadn't been able to drive, and I had been taking him to and from work and to all of his doctor's appointments, things like that. Well, now he can bend his knee and he can drive, and he started driving on his own this week, which has made things a lot easier. I still have to get up early in the morning, take care of the dogs, help him load the car because he's still on crutches and can't carry his backpack and his lunchbox and all that with his crutches. So I help him load the car. He goes to work. When he comes home, I help him unload, things like that. But it has helped a lot because it's almost a 40-minute drive there and a 40-minute drive back. And I was doing that 4 times a day. So that was a lot of time taken away from me being able to do other things that I needed to do. So very, very thankful that he is doing better. And I have an appointment next week. Yes, next week for my hand. Yay! I'm so excited. They're going to look at my thumb. They're going to determine when I can have the surgery. I actually need it on both thumbs, but I want to do this one first because this is the one that's bothering me the most. It is just a simple, he said 5 to 10 minute procedure. It's in and out. So I'm hoping during the consult, he'll say, you know what, I've got time. Let's go ahead and get it done. I don't know if he'll do that. I'm really hoping he will because I want this thumb fixed. It hurts so bad all the time. And then I'll work on this one afterwards, but I'm not going to do them at the same time, and he won't do them at the same time because he doesn't want both hands, you know, not being able to be used at the same time. So that's exciting. I also have an appointment next week for my tailbone that I fractured back on Labor Day to see how it's doing and if it started to move back in place because I've been having physical therapy for that as well. Anyway, let's get to why I think next week might be a little bit different with my weight loss results. My scale, the one that I've been using for forever, has finally decided that it wants to work when it wants to work. It doesn't always want to work. So I had to buy a new one, and I did finally get one. I'll try to post a picture of it if I remember which one I got, and I'll put a link in the description. So I am going to link everything up. Actually, I have already linked everything up. And I can tell you there's a slight difference. Like when I weighed myself on my old scale, it said I was like 290.40 or 290.20. I can't remember. And the new scale said it was either 290.60 or 290.80, somewhere around there. I weighed myself one day off. So I weighed myself with my old scale on Saturday and with my new scale on Sunday. So they are just a little bit off, and I always round down whenever I count my weight loss. So I do take it as a 24 pound weight loss. However, the new scale is going to show 23 point something. So for this week, I'm going to go with 24-pound loss, another pound loss. Next week may be a little bit different because I am going to use the new scale, and because they are slightly off, you know, it may not give me a weight loss, which is totally okay. I think this one will be better because it's going to give me a lot of information. The only information I'm going to share, though, is going to be my body weight, my BMI, and my body fat percentage. Because this one, sorry, my dog's there. This one does show the body fat percentage, so I am going to show those 3 things. And I'll still share what my glucose is, things like that. Sorry, my dog is running around shaking everything. I did not meet with my weight loss coach yet. We had a meeting set for yesterday, and I slept through the call, unfortunately. So I told him I'll just meet up with him Saturday. But I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing. And other than the dizzy spells here and there, I've been feeling really, really good. I do know that since we moved into this apartment on the 4th floor, my vertigo is a little irritated more often. Sorry if you hear her whining. She wants to go out. Actually, let me let her out really quick. Hold on. Sorry if I didn't let her out. She was going to keep whining. She wants to go be with my husband, who is sleeping in the living room. So she's not going to get much action there. But anyway, since we moved to the 4th floor, my vertigo has been acting up quite a bit more. And I have weeks where I'll go with absolutely nothing. And then I'll have weeks where I'll go where it's bothering me often. So just hoping that kind of settles down and calms down because I really, really want it to. I am showing my meals at the end of this video like I usually do. It did get a little bit of a makeover, so you're going to see some changes there. And then next week when I have the results with the new scale, you're going to see those changes as well. So just a few slight changes here and there. I did do a video last Tuesday. I didn't do it Thursday because I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving and enjoyed time with your friends and your family. So I didn't do a video that day. I did it on Tuesday instead, but normally it'll be on Thursdays and Saturdays for right now. But the video I did last week, the one on what I ate, where I was showing you what I ate that day, I really hope you watched that and you enjoyed the comparisons of a fat storing plate versus a fat burning plate. I am on the Diet Free Life method. I don't think I mentioned that yet today. And it's with Robert Ferguson, and he is my weight loss coach. So the fat burning meals keep you in fat burning mode, and the fat storing meals keep you in fat storing mode. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. I'll link it at the end, and I will see you next video. Bye.
If you've been following along, you're going to see that I did make some changes here. I kind of changed the color, gave it a little bit more of an updated vibe. I'm not sure if some of it is easier or harder to see. I'm going to see how it goes. If I need to change it back, I will. I am no longer putting in the protein, the slow carb, the fast carb, the fat, the condiment, things like that. I'm just kind of keeping it simple. All of the meals that I'm having, for the most part, are fat burning meals. I do have that one meal a week where I do double carbs, and that's just to shake up my metabolism. And then anywhere where you see just a plate, a fork, and a spoon, that means I skipped that meal, or I didn't note it down, or I didn't take a picture of it, so I have no idea what it was and couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. Anyway, I hope the changes work out really well and that you've enjoyed this channel. If you do, please go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, click that notification bell so you can be notified anytime we post new content, which should be going forward on Thursdays and Sundays. I'll see you next video.